Hey guys, like I said in my paranormal videos that I will link below, I'm going to talk about the story time of Pat, the ghost that I knew that I lived in her house. I know it's gonna be weird saying it like that, but yeah, basically, when I think I moved in there when I was about like 15 or 6. No, I was 16. We moved in October, and then I was there till no. We moved in there when I was my freshman year. I remember having homecoming pictures there, so I was trying to think how old I was. How old I was in 9th grade. So we moved in there, and throughout the whole years I was there till I was like 16 and a half, so like 2 years. I'm trying to think how to explain. Basically, when I just to explain who Pat was. When I grew up on the block, on the neighborhood where I lived in that house, I lived in like other houses on the street, and basically anything that happened before the house that are in my 2 videos happened in the house, like 6 or 7 houses down, 5 to 6, something like that. It was houses down from it. Sorry, my hair's falling out. And so basically, we moved in there because we wanted to move something to a house that's bigger. And sorry, I put a mint in my mouth. So we moved in the house to actually move into a house because it was for sale. We knew the people who owned it before. It was Pat's daughter who was selling the house. Pat passed away. I don't know when she passed away actually. To be honest, I didn't really know her. More when I was growing up, and I would go to the bus stop with my mom when I was in elementary school. She would say hi in the morning. My mom would probably talk to her. Of course, in my mind, I was just waiting for the bus, and most of the time it was cold, so I didn't really pay attention to people. She didn't really have anybody to take on the bus. So I think it was more just in the morning doing something. So I'm trying to think. So basically, we moved in the house, right? Everything was pretty chill to begin with. It was the few things that kind of disturbed me about the house. I remember when we were looking around, I just felt like it was weird. I don't know if it was because I don't know, because at the time this is the weird part. Her daughter and then the guy she was with was transitioning to a funeral. He was in the midst of it. So her and stuff. So I don't know if that just as someone who just never really met someone who was transgendered, it kind of threw me off a little bit, because I was all never really thought about it, and I was just kind of thinking about it. If that makes sense. You know how tendency you just kind of forget. You encounter everybody each day by day, but if you don't really know anyone who's really truly transgender, you just kind of forget people do that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it without getting too political about it. I kind of don't want people commenting down below that transgendered people aren't real, blah blah blah, when in fact they are. The fact that all that, but in my 15-year-old head, I didn't really think that through. I feel like it's, unless you're going through transitioning as a 15-year-old or know someone who is, you tend not to think about it. And then I think when I was 15, it wasn't you could find stuff online about it, but it was never a lot of people were coming forward about it like they are now. If that makes sense. They're more comfortable coming out as transgendered now versus when I was 15. Anyway, besides the point, I just remember walking through the house feeling kind of weird, because it's just the whole feeling of it. Each room was decorated differently. And this is the only reason I think she still haunted that house, is because she put so much effort of her into the house. Each room was decorated differently. My parents, I'm trying to think, my brother's room was the blue room, and it was blue, and it was ocean kind of thing. And then mine was a purple room. It was lilac and a darker purple. Yeah, lilac, lavender. So I was thinking, and then maybe it was a lilac. That's darker. I don't really have anything around me that's a color. So and then each of them. So we move in, and doors just start opening randomly and closing. I remember one instance because I was happened to use the bathroom. I was washing my hands and I went to leave and the door opened. And I was like, what is Peter doing? And no one was there. So that kept happening. And then I used to sleep on the couch a lot because I just didn't feel safe in my room. If that I just felt weird in my room. I didn't like being in my room. It terrified me to be in my room. I just felt like someone was just in there, and a few times he even put salt around all the edges, and that made me feel safer. Or I hung a cross and a pagan protection symbol, and just different stuff like that. I did not feel. I hate to say the word safe, but yeah, that reminds me of the other house because I missed some stories. But and then I remember one night I was sleeping on the couch, and where living room set up is that there were no doors to lead to the dining room, which to lead to the kitchen. It was just kind of this big open area. It was just it had columns. That makes sense. It was just wall, and it was just open space. So you could go in through the front. You could just turn into the living room, or you could go through the back and kind of head through the kitchen to the dining room to the living room. And I remember just kind of laying on the couch where it was basically you could look and see into the see into the kitchen and kind of see where the door, and then also see where the front is. And I was just watching TV, and I happened to just look in the kitchen and just see a woman standing there, and I knew it was my mom because she slept on the other couch because she's handicapped and didn't want to go upstairs to her bed most nights because it was just kind of hard for her to get up and down a lot. So yeah, and I just remember seeing her standing there and staring, and I was so confused on who it was. And I didn't really realize that we knew the person who owned the house before. I knew we knew Kim. I just assumed she lived there and had her aunt and her daughter. I didn't really realize her mom lived there till I said something to my mom about the lady standing there the next day. And we just started talking. And the one other experience that really terrified me is I was going up the stairs. When you go up the stairs and go directly forward, past the bathroom, is my room, and my hair was not this long. It was very short. My hair was about right here in the shortest length. So basically, if you were to grab one of my hairs up here, it was not even past my neck. So it may have been right up to here, I would say roughly. And I remember I was walking up, and I happened to just feel my hair lift up, and then it kept lifting. And as I was walking, because I didn't really pay attention to it too much until it went like this, and it tugged as if someone held the end of my hair, and I was walking it you know what I mean, how someone would hold your hair, they're playing with it and stuff. And it I just thought it was my brother, which I don't know why I thought it was my brother, because my brother tends not to play pranks on me. He doesn't really touch me too much. He doesn't. My brother's he'll do funny stuff, but he won't play pranks like I will. And so I turned around hoping, thinking it was him. I don't know, in my head that. I think because it was logical in my brain to be someone is there, and it was his room was basically my room, bathroom, his room. And I turned around and no one was there. I turned right around and went into my room. And another instance, because I felt someone liked playing with my hair. I remember one day, I think it happened all on the same day. I remember the one day my boyfriend at the time slept over, and we were going in through the front, and the door opened. And he never had a ghost experience before, and I was like, "Did you see that? The door just opened." He was like, "No, he didn't. I was on my phone." That was just a little funny thing in my opinion, because doors open and everything. Sorry, my hair is really crazy. But I remember one night we were just sleeping in my bed, and I was we were both past just sleeping. And I remember kind of waking up and feeling someone pet my hair, kind of running their hands through my hair. And again, my hair was not that long, and so I'm waking up and I said Brandon, which is his name at the time. Why are you playing with my hair? I'm trying to sleep. And that wakes him up. And he was like, what are you talking about? And then I wake up more and realize that his hands are at my waist. Like both of them kind of like this. And there's no way he could just be, like maybe there is a way he would be touching the bottom but not the top without moving. And my hair was so short. And I told him to go back to bed, and it freaked me out, and just ever since then I just felt like someone had just like touching my hair. I think there was another few instances, I don't remember exactly which of where my hair was touched, or sometimes I feel like someone was touching my hair at night, which is like it's the weirdest thing to me, because I think that's another reason why I hate when people play with my hair. Other than that, we did move out, and then her family moved back in, and I've been curious to ask them, so I might ask them one day. It's like, hey, are you having any paranormal experiences at your house? And then I might dive into the whole story of like, I saw your mom, which is, I don't think, really fun to tell someone that like, hey, I found your mom, because I don't know. Then I tend to have like different ghost experiences for everywhere I go. Like even at my grandfather's house, which actually thinking of that, I might make that video next. So I'll leave down below also that video along with the rest of my paranormal ones. But if you don't really want to link down below, there is a playlist I'm going to make somewhere. I don't know why I'm doing this, expecting something. But also I'm going to link my last video down below, which is actually my story of terror behind the walls at Eastern State Penitentiary. So if you're interested in that, just link down below. Alright, so if you have any questions or anything you want to know, just let me know, and bye.